Live from the Darien Ice House, it's varsity girls hockey on the DAF Media Network tonight on a Saturday night. It's a rivalry game between the Darien Blue Wave and the New Canaan Rams. Hi everybody, I'm Damian Andrews. So glad you could be with us. Darien in the blue, New Canaan in the home white. This is a Rams home game tonight. Darien skating from right to left on your screen. New Canaan skating from left to right. And joining me this evening on the broadcast, as they have throughout the last 2.5 years here on the DAF Media Network, Bill Kirby and Dan Toscano. And gentlemen, a rematch of last year's state finals, which was contested at Bennett Rink in West Haven. New Canaan winning that 3-1 over Darien.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch these teams play regardless of the sport, Damian. So I would expect another solid back and forth affair.
And Happy New Year to everybody out there as we are underway in our winter broadcasts here on the DAF Media Network. Activity in front of the Darien goal, and that is gloved by Claire Haupt. So Darien has played 3 games. They are 3-0. New Canaan, meanwhile, has played 6 games, and they are 4-2. A rather young squad this season for head coach Richie Buellin. Dan, as he lost a lot of talented players to graduation coming off that state championship run a year ago.
He sure did, but as you know, this New Canaan team reloads very quickly.
Chelsea Donovan with a look there for Darien, the freshman forward.
It's really hard to set this game up. They dropped the puck pretty quickly on us, and it's been nonstop action. So we'll just deal with the action for now and then come back to some of the background when we have an opportunity to catch our breath here.
And we've got a whistle here. And as I mentioned, last year's state finals, Darien losing to New Canaan 3-1 up at Bennett Rink. That was Darien's first loss in the state finals, Bill Kirby, in 4 years, 3 straight state championships. We're trying to make a historic run, make it a 4th straight. No girls program has won 4 straight state titles. New Canaan and Darien both have great tradition here. Both head coaches, Jamie Tropsa of Darien, Rich Buellin of New Canaan, do a terrific job, and they are really great friends off the ice.
Yeah, no, the two class acts for sure, and they both run classy programs. Jamie's certainly lucky to have Gray Weicker helping him out, and both New Canaan and Darien are putting out good squads for quite some time now, pretty consistently.
Both teams have already played Greenwich this season. Darien shutting out the Cardinals 2-0. New Canaan dropping that game to the Cardinals 4-1. Behind the New Canaan goal here.
Yeah, I think Rich lost a couple kids to prep school over the summer. That's hurt him a little bit, but I'm sure come tournament time that they'll be right where he wants them to be.
Line change for New Canaan.
Refs are letting him play a little bit. There's definitely been a couple of borderline non-calls already, in my opinion. Chan takes it in the corner, bodied up by New Canaan's number 2.
Ala Duane, a freshman. Number of underclassmen, Bill, as you alluded to, on this New Canaan squad.
Yeah, why don't you fork that roster over for a second while you're doing that, Damian. Let me take a look at this.
Here comes Darien on the rush. A shot by Nell Niffen. And Blythe Novick, who was the MVP of the state tournament last year, had a tremendous tournament
She had a great season. Any of the games I saw, she was always very solid.
And only a sophomore last year. She's a junior this season. Coach Bulin has her for 2 more seasons. And that's a good thing for his program. Here comes Darien now.
Yeah, anytime you can get a starter back in goal with state championship under their belt, that's a real plus.
Kit Eriks.
Well, we're about 6 minutes in here, and what you see is 2 pretty evenly matched teams, and action's been pretty evenly matched as well. 2 very, very quick skating teams, very strong, good on the puck. Got a penalty coming up here on Darien. Looks like a trip. That was maybe Kelly Raymond. Got her stick between the skates. So New Canaan will go on the power play here. Darien playing a skater down. We'll see who they bring out to kill this penalty. It's like Jamie's going with his experienced defensemen, Kate Drugan and Catherine Martin. Drugan, the senior, Catherine Martin, the junior.
That certainly makes sense out of the gate.
It's the first time in a long time Jamie's had 3 full lines of D that he rolls. Be interested to see if they all get out here on this penalty kill.
Nice play by Chan there. Good comeback by New Canaan's number 4, Kaylee Harden. And who's I'm playing catch up here, Dan. Who has Darien played so far?
So they played
Greenwich. We talked about that.
Yeah, they opened up on Greenwich. It's been a weird schedule this year. They've only played 3 games. They played Fairfield, Ludlow, and Trumbull St. Joe's before the holiday break.
Okay.
And they haven't seen a live game in a couple of weeks now, whereas New Canaan's been playing right through. So it'll be interesting to see how many cobwebs there are on the skates and sticks of the team in blue.
Right. Well, it doesn't look too bad so far.
No, they've had some practices in the after Christmas period, and Jamie scrapped a scrimmage they were going to do in favor of a practice. I think he wanted to keep the team sharp coming into this game.
And they got out there against the boys one day as well, I heard?
That's the one they scrapped. He decided to go with a practice instead.
All right, I thought someone told me that they had skated. Oh, nice look there.
Opportunity here for Darien.
That's Kate Bellissimo coming in on the shot.
Yeah, great pass up there. Looked like by Drugan.
And a great crowd here at the Ice House, as you would expect. As Bill said, it doesn't matter what the sport. They can play pinochle. When these two
always competitive, without question.
When these 2 programs get together, it is always competitive.
Darien's done a nice job on the penalty kill so far. 9 seconds left here. So we're skating 5 aside, and by my count, Darien did not give up a shot on goal in the first minute 51.
That ought to about do it for the penalty. Raymond comes out of the box.
And we are back to even strength here. No score, first period, under 7 minutes remaining in the period. between Darien and New Canaan.
Charlotte Donovan got knocked down there trying to go 1-on-3. Another chance for Donovan.
And Novick covers up the puck.
Really, neither team has had any real grade A looks so far through the first 9 minutes here in the first period. A little bit reminiscent of that Finland-USA World Junior quarterfinal game yesterday. All right, now Darien's going to go on the power play for the first time tonight.
Face off in the New Canaan zone.
Right idea there. Olivia couldn't quite get the tip though, but another save by Blythe there.
I saw the penalty. I didn't see the referee indicate it, but
there's a little bit of a delayed reaction there. I don't think he raised his hand until the player was off the ice.
So here, Darien now on the power play.
Fat rebound there, but nobody home to tap it in. Kicked it out to the weak side, wide open net, but no blue sweaters anywhere.
Catherine Martin with the puck, carries it.
I love these new blue sweaters that girls are wearing.
Whoop. Sails over the crossbar there.
That was full wood there, as that Kelly Raymond got good wood on that one. So the girls' new sweaters, which I was just talking about, they're actually the Blackhawks Winter Classic sweaters from last year. All black and white, kind of an unusual look for the Hawks, and Jamie liked it, thought he'd try it in navy. They look really sharp.
Stoppage on the ice, 4:54 left in the period, 51 seconds left on the Darien power play. Again, New Canaan the home team. They both share this barn, but New Canaan the home team tonight. They'll meet later in the season back here, and it'll be a Darien home game.
I'd like to see Darien kind of settle it down here and move the puck around the perimeter a little bit. They really haven't had any sustained pressure here, and that's going to continue.
There's a lot of one-on-one hockey going on out there.
Yeah.
Here's Drugan.
Power play looks a little rusty. Over.
Yeah, plenty of open people.
Yeah.
There we go. Now they're starting to move the puck.
Toscano, nice save by Novick, and it slides by the far post.
That was actually Chan.
Yep.
That was good look for Bellissimo there. She couldn't quite grab the handle on it on the weak side. It was a good backdoor look there. Bobbled the pass a touch.
There comes a slash penalty, I think. No?
No, it's just off,
yeah.
still 8 offsides. Yeah, as I said earlier, they seem to be letting them play a little bit, which I don't mind as long as they're consistent. That's a hook right there. But they're continuing to let them play. Shots were 3-1 to Canaan at one point. I've got it now 8-3 Darien, so there's certainly been a little better pressure from the blue here.
I think Darien got more to the net on that power play than New Canaan did on theirs, looks like.
Yeah, I don't think we gave up a shot that I recorded on when Darien was man down. Oh, nice hustle to get back on side there.
I want to thank everybody for watching this DAF Media broadcast. Our production crew, all student volunteers, doing a terrific job. On camera one, Luke Cini. In the penalty box on our ice level camera is Katie Duggan, and our director tonight is Connor Fagan. Damian Andrew alongside Dan Toscano and Bill Kirby. I want to thank both of you gentlemen for joining us again as we open up the new year, a new year of hockey. Defensive zone faceoff for the Rams. Puck up along the boards here as both teams go for it. Colleen Cassidy in the corner, tries to center it, hits the back of the net. Sarah Hearns.
That's a penalty.
Wow.
Kelly Raymond goes down.
That deflected off the post. You could hear it from up here.
Yep.
I'm with you. I thought that was a pretty clean takedown.
No, absolutely. He didn't come near to touching the puck there. Puck's bouncing a little bit funny tonight. No surprise, I guess, given the weather we've had. I think it was over 50 today, so ice is probably a little soft out there.
One of the things I'm interested in seeing today out of the Darien team is speed. I think New Canaan's always got speed. It seems every year they're the faster team, but as I was watching the Darien team earlier in the season, it seemed like this freshman class, which is a huge class, I think it's the largest he's had in some time. I think 8 freshmen I count on the roster. They bring a lot of speed to this team, and it's interesting to see if they can keep up with New Canaan tonight.
Well, the Canaan certainly caught him from behind a couple times already on the back check. So, to your point, New Canaan certainly has some speed. Here's a chance for a 3-on-1. Darien, let's see if they can execute a little bit. Chan didn't realize she had some help out there.
That's where communication's critical.
McKenna Harden with a nice play for New Canaan.
Yep, girls have to talk a little bit. Chan's got to get her head up as well.
Rams take it away, and we've got a whistle.
You hate not to get a shot on goal on a 3-on-1.
Right.
Particularly in a tightly contested game. It's probably going to come down to a bounce here or there.
Under a minute to play here in the first period, 27 seconds on the clock and counting. Well, it's a great opportunity there. Mel Niffen trying to put the puck in, and Blythe Novak coming up with a huge save there. Really stayed in position well, did not commit early, and was able to kick that puck to the side.
All right.
1 in the books. No runs, no hits, no errors.
And that'll do it for the first period.
Shots 12-3 by my count in favor of the visitors there. Darien defense did a nice job keeping the Canaan to the outside and really not letting them put much pressure on the Darien cage.
We take a look at both teams right there. We will take a quick break. We'll be back with second period action here. You're watching the DAF Media Network. No score between Darien and New Canaan. And we'll be right back.
All right, we're back here in the second period. Girls switched ends.
Well, they're not wasting time getting this game
No,
in.
I mean, that's one thing that's always, I have to say, doing the time it takes to get a girls' game in and a boys' game is just night and day. Extra cut, more penalties. Yeah, they can move the girls along pretty good, and you just don't get as many whistles typically. Particularly when they're letting them play like this as well.
They may have left their whistles at home.
Oh my God. Nobody home for that breakout pass there by Darien's defender, Sarah Hearns.
Oh, there's a great opportunity for New Canaan.
Bad turnover by Darien there.
Yeah. I was going to say, it looked quite disorganized out there, and they almost paid the price for that, but they got lucky with a deflection.
Well, you can't turn the puck over there at the top of the circle when everyone's already out of the zone. It's just that's a crucial mistake. Ripped there by Bellissimo, just misses top left corner.
Darien in the blue sweaters. New Canaan in the home white. Blue wave moving from left to right on your screen here in this second period. New Canaan moving from right to left. No score.
Impressed with some of the freshmen, Dan, in the blue so far.
Yeah, I tell you, it's a big class. They got talent. It's allowed Jamie to really deepen his bench, and as I said, he's been rolling certainly a full 3 offensive lines, and he's got a 4th line of all freshmen.
Jeez.
And when they come out, it gets interesting because they played together a long time, as you can imagine, and they know each other. They know their preferences and their instincts, and when they're out there, we don't give anything up.
Well, it's nice when you get, particularly as the season wears on, there's going to be some games where they're going to need more legs.
Yeah, and injuries, thus far I think the Darien team's been actually pretty healthy. Granted, they've only played 3 games, and New Canaan's played a few more, and I think Rich has dealt with some injuries. I know McKenna Harden was out for a while with a knee injury, and I think he may have lost 1 or 2 others for a period of time. So depth's important over the course of this schedule. Really nice centering pass there by number 4, who I cannot refer to by name.
I can. Nice pass, Olivia.
Darien doing a nice job here of moving the puck around the point.
Yeah, they're just getting nothing to net though. Unfortunately, they've got to get some traffic in front, take our eyes away.
Eriks with a shot, and it's covered up by Novick.
Oh.
Couple of players saying how are you to each other. Ice Cat teammates during the high school off season, just patting each other on the back saying how you doing.
We make so much of this rivalry, and it is a great rivalry, probably the best in the Nutmeg State, but so many of these kids, good friends off the ice, off the field, have grown up together, played youth sports together.
Yeah, it seems to disappear when the clock starts running. But as soon as it's over, they'll see each other outside and it's back to normal. But make no doubt about it, every single player out there with a jersey on wants to win this game very badly.
Lucy Edwards.
Nice play on the wall by New Canaan's 26 or 28. Preventing the Darien breakout. Great hustle behind the net by number 9 of New Canaan. I don't have a roster in front of me. Who's that, Dan?
Elodie Koo.
Okay. Nice play by her.
Just a sophomore.
Darien's getting outskated right now the last couple minutes after that flurry they had at the other end.
Wrap around there by Niffen, nothing doing. Stoppage on the ice, 10:06 left in the second period.
I would think this line should be able to do some damage for Darien. He's got Bellissimo, Chan, and Nell Niffen out there.
Yeah, you know, you asked Jamie who his top line is, and he says all three. He rotates them generally. We'll go with the play the hot hand. But the big advantage Darien has is when your third line coming out is playing against someone else's third line, that's where the big advantage comes in.
Here comes New Canaan.
Great puck movement again by Darien, but they got nothing to show for it. Did not get a shot on net there.
Nice poke there by Carolyn Clark.
Moved it low to high nicely, D to D, and shot just didn't get to the net.
Here comes Bellissimo. And Novik with a stop.
Now that's where a pass is really going to help you. I mean, Blythe Novik's not letting a goal up.
Not through
like
her chest. That was right smack in the NC. Easy from up here, though.
It sure is.
Again, want to thank everybody for watching us on the DAF Media Network. A wonderful production crew with us this evening. All student volunteers. Our director tonight is Connor Fagan. Camera 1, Luke Cini, and in the penalty box, our ice level camera is Katie Duggan. Damian Andrew, Dan Toscano, Bill Kirby joining you on this Saturday night. Happy New Year to you all. Still no score in this one.
Well, you mentioned the turnovers. There was just another one there by Darien that's leading to some really good opportunities for New Canaan. They keep doing that, and they're going to get burned.
A little sloppy on the breakout at the kind of the last 15 feet. And, you know, when in doubt, just get it up the wall hard. And they're not doing that. CC Stein trying to get it through the middle, is not able to do so.
There's Cassidy, cross ice pass. Puck slides into the neutral zone, up against the near boards.
The refs continue to swallow their whistle, though. Raymond was taken down with a body check.
They have let them play tonight.
You know how that'll end, right? Somebody's going to go a little too far.
Yep.
And hopefully it doesn't lead to any injuries or anything like that. Not quite sure what the purpose of the icing was, but maybe both teams need a change.
Darien continues to dominate zone time, but again, they just aren't getting rewarded for their efforts. They just can't get any quality looks on net. Shots so far 17-4, just past the halfway mark in this game here.
Yeah, with the speed they've got this year, especially, you know, up on the forward line, they really need to create some odd-man rushes if they're going to beat Blythe Novick.
Well, they've had a few. They just haven't done anything with them. They kind of just tried to play one-on-one when you had either a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1. Just a little too selfish, lack of awareness in terms of your surroundings and who's on the ice where. barely gets to net.
Charlotte Moody's getting a little welcome to the New Canaan Darien rivalry there, the freshman.
Knowing her father, I'm sure she's going to be just fine. Couple former Dutchman daughters on the team this year. It's been a while, Damien. Nice to see from my perspective.
Bill, at 6:13 left, and our first Union Dutchman comment. Tremendous.
Took a while.
Longer than I expected.
Well, there's not much to talk about this year, unfortunately.
Tough beginning for the Dutchmen.
Yeah, they're having a rough go. They did get a win last night. I met a couple former Dutchmen for a soda before the game tonight, and we caught up a little bit. But nice to see a few former Dutchman daughters out there. Oh,
shot hits the post.
Great move there.
As Courtney O'Connell, the junior, with a nice move, just couldn't get it to go between the pipes. And a big opportunity there goes by the wayside for the Rams.
Well, there's been a couple here. New Canaan had one that sailed over the net here. It was a nice shot. And then followed up with that opportunity. Darien had a pretty good opportunity down at the other end.
The third period's going to be fun. Speaking of college hockey, your Huskies are doing a little better lately, Dan.
Yeah, I was up in Hartford last night. Oh, boy.
Shot, and that is a goal for New Canaan.
I think that goal is going to go to Grace Flatow on a deflection.
Well, she just hasn't had a lot of work. I mean, that's the fourth shot this period and the seventh on the night. It's tough to sit there through 25 minutes. You're getting a shot every 5 minutes, essentially.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic in front there, and it was hard to see. I don't know whose leg that puck went off, but it clearly went off somebody.
Well, that's a perfect example. It wasn't a great angle, but you're just throwing pucks on net. You do that, generally good things start to happen, and that's a perfect example of that.
Jade Lowe actually credited with the goal. We get the official word from our public address announcer, Bill Brown. So the Rams strike first.
Yeah, they really had been kind of thoroughly outplayed, but
that's the funny thing about hockey, though.
Yeah. You've got to score. Let's see how what kind of response Darien has here. Yeah, I think they've just got to bear down on the puck in New Canaan's end. Swarm the net.
And to Dan's point, in the first period, New Canaan's played a lot more hockey game minutes than Darien thus far in the season. 6 games to 3 games, and Darien's toughest test coming in the opener on December 11th against Greenwich. They won that 2-0. They've won their last 2 games by 13 goals.
Yeah, this is the first goal they've given up in the 3+ games.
Yep.
And their goalies really haven't been tested that much, to be honest with you. I mean, they've done a great job where they had to.
Novik.
I mean, that's an example where you need to finish that. You got the puck flat in the crease and the goalie out of position, and you can't get it in the net. It's like Darien will be going up on a power play here. I didn't see the call. Was it an interference?
Holding, I think, yeah.
Not unusual when there's a scrum like that in front.
So 2 minutes for holding.
Looks like
on the Rams.
Caitlin Fico, I believe. Let's see if Darien can draw something up a little more interesting than their first. It was 27, not 17.
Madeline Cloud.
My apologies to Ms. Fico.
Gets whistled for the penalty, so Darien on the power play here for the next minute and 40 seconds. 1-0 Rams on a Jade Lau goal just moments ago.
Darien yet to register a shot. Oof. Drugan got away with a trip there.
I'm not sure that this is the power play that Jamie drew up in practice.
No, this is not good. They just can't. They're not able to possess the puck. They need to kind of dumb it down a little bit. Keep it simple. There's too much one-on-one play, as you were talking about earlier. Same thing there. Canaan's really pressuring the puck, and it's paying dividends. That puck's got to be passed there by Bellissimo. She had a winger wide open.
Puck passed into traffic there in the front. Creates his 2-on-1 opportunity. Sarah Hearns did a really great job to. Oh, well, there was the call I was talking about earlier.
That'll negate the last 8 seconds of the power play for Darien.
It's the nature of a competitive athlete to keep trying to find how far they can go with the refs. And when you see them let a lot of calls go, it's inevitable it's going to happen to someone somewhere. The victim this time was Sarah Hearns.
Well, he could not call that. That was on the wall. Player went face first into it pretty hard. That was absolutely a penalty.
So now New Canaan will have the player advantage for really the remainder of the period. Rams up 1-0.
Oh, you got her, Nell.
And here's Niffen. Skates through traffic, gets off the shot, but it sails wide of the near post.
Nice move there by Nell.
Split the defenders, Bill, and shows off that speed on the ice.
And Nell's a nice athlete. She's very good lacrosse player, very good soccer player, and a nice ice hockey player as well.
3-sport athlete.
Hard to do in this day and age.
A lot of puck chasing going on here by the team in blue. Trying to look for an opportunity to get it down the boards.
That's a puck that we'd like to see him ice that. There we go. All right, see if Eriks can do anything here.
Now what's the goal here? Score a goal or kill time?
I'd try and score there. I think I would have liked to have seen her try and use her speed, and instead of cutting back into 2 defenders, try and beat the one out wide, drop her shoulder on her backhand there, coming down the left side of the ice. Here comes Niffen. Nice play.
Really great job getting her off the puck.
Good hustle. Oh, great look. Oh.
Oof. Sometimes you have too much time to think.
Well, she didn't rush it, which is a good thing. I mean, typically the kids don't realize they have as much time as they actually do. Nice work by Niffen and
yes, he's killing time here behind the net. Great job.
Very well done.
I think the New Canaan team's not quite sure how to break this. Wow. No forecheck here at all. Well, Bellissimo's content to run out the penalty.
Time running out here in the second period. And New Canaan will head into the locker room with a 1-0 lead after 2 periods here at the Darien Ice House. Close game as you would expect between these two. Both teams skating hard. New Canaan with the advantage. Up 1-0. We'll take a break and we'll be back with third period action here. You're watching the DAF Media Network. Again, our DAF Media production crew, our director is Connor Fagan, our camera one operator is Luke Cini, and Katie Duggan is in the penalty box on camera 2. We'll be back. Rams up 1-0. You're watching the DAF Media Network.
In 2008, a group of 4 women came together to create a playground by the beach for kids to have fun.
We thought it would be great to have a playground at the beach. We live in a community that's on the water, and it would be really fun to be able to appreciate that. There was a playground here originally, but it was in the backwoods and there were mosquitoes. It was very, very unappealing and no one wanted to go there. Building and designing and fundraising the playground definitely took a good amount of time.
We had to fund it. It was $250,000. We had an estimate given to us. We had to fundraise for that amount of money, and we started out with different ways of doing that.
One of my good friends did PR, one did the graphic design. I ended up being in charge of selling all of the bricks. We had someone doing the playground design, and we were all moms who were mothers of preschoolers who had just left the workforce.
We approached a lot of different big companies, and they said they couldn't fund us. We weren't really reaching the amount that we needed to reach. We decided to go ahead and ask the Darien Foundation for a large donation to kind of kickstart the campaign.
The Darien Foundation wanted us to expand the project a little bit because they felt like the playground was really only for the 2 to 6-year-olds. Once the Darien Foundation agreed to pledge money, the town agreed that we could put swings in.
When other people heard that we had gotten money from the Darien Foundation, they were able to say, well, this is going to happen. This idea is actually going to come to fruition. So a lot of people then came on as funders. Local businesses came. More families decided to buy bricks because they knew that this playground was really going to happen. It wasn't just some pipe dream of 19 moms.
Well, one of the great aspects of the playground as we designed it was that we had it open to the beach because the kids love running back and forth to the water and then back to the playground. One of my favorite parts of the playground is that it's in the shape of the nautical theme with the ship and the lighthouse, given that it's on the beach.
It's because of the playground that the parents come and really take the time and enjoy, have their coffee, and watch their kids grow up and have fun.
Playground by the Sound has been an important part of the community for 10 years. During our 3rd annual Weed Beach Fest this June, we made the playground kind of a center point of the actual event. In honor of the 10th birthday of the Playground by the Sound, the Darien Foundation hosted our Kids Cove, and for the first time we were able to offer it open and free to the public for over 400 kids to enjoy, and we are so thankful for the Darien Foundation.
The Playground by the Sound grant had a big impact on the Darien Foundation in 2 ways. Number one, it was one of our first big capital grants, and we were really excited to partner with the 4 moms that brought the project to us here at Weed Beach. The second thing is, it got people to feel in town that they could come to us and make presentations and bring their good ideas, and we would be receptive and open to hear those ideas. And it's created a great dialogue between the Darien community and the Darien Foundation.
People need to know that they can do something like this on their own, and with partnering with the Darien Foundation to actually do the funding made it happen.
I'm proud of the work the Darien Foundation has done over the past 20 years. If you live here, our work has likely impacted you, your family, and your neighbors. Since our founding in 1998, we've provided more than $4.2 million in grants, which create opportunity for Darien's youth, support our town's safety and security services, and enhance the overall quality of life in Darien through collaboration with community organizations.
As a family that's relatively new to town and planning to make this our long-term home, I'm grateful to see my community and my family benefit from the Darien Foundation. When I learned that the edible gardens at the elementary schools, the generator at the Darien Library, and the Playground by the Sound were all funded by the same organization, I raised my hand to get involved. I'm proud to support an organization whose impact I see every day in our schools and throughout our community.
So far this year, the Darien Foundation has awarded $138,000 in grants to enhance our community. In 2013, the Darien Community Association opened a 4-acre bird sanctuary thanks to a grant from the Darien Foundation. The serene wooded glade has attracted numerous birds, bees, and butterflies, as well as more than 200 school children and other visitors. This year, they added a new pondless waterfall, as well as more trees, plantings, signage, and benches. In 1976, the Darien Historical Society and Darien High School students built the Middlesex, an authentic replica of the 18th century whaleboats. These were used by local patriots in the Revolutionary War to fight the British Navy in Long Island Sound. The Darien Historical Society is restoring this artifact so that it can be part of Darien's upcoming 2020 bicentennial celebrations. The live turtle exhibit continues to be the most popular attraction for children at the Darien Nature Center, which welcomes over 16,000 visits annually. A new forest and pond ecosystem will allow visitors to engage with several species of turtle that will live together in a 50-square-foot habitat that resembles their natural home.
This has been such a special collaboration between the Darien Nature Center and the Darien Foundation, because not only have they provided generous funding to us, but we've been able to meet with members of the foundation and our staff and talk about what is going to make the very best exhibit for the town of Darien, and we've really added value to the process by doing that.
The vast majority of food distributed by Person to Person is donated from local suppliers and businesses. A group of dedicated volunteers drives the brand new cargo van on these daily rounds, which each year account for more than $100,000 in collected food. Person to Person also has an extensive youth program, offering many Darien High School and middle school students their first experiences at volunteering.
Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have a beautiful new van. We're very excited about it, not only because it's new and it's safe for those who are riding in it and driving and going to pick up all the food, but also it speaks to the support of the Darien Foundation, as well as speaks to what Person to Person does in the community.
For more than 20 years, the Darien Foundation has been investing in Darien, offering our town's youth, emergency services, and community organizations an avenue to pursue innovation and excellence. Collaboration with you, the members of our community, has been vital to our mission. Thank you for supporting the Darien Foundation. We are building a better Darien together.
In 2008, a group of 4 women came together to create a playground by the beach for kids to have fun.
We thought it would be great to have a playground at the beach. We live in a community that's on the water, and it would be really fun to be able to appreciate that. There was a playground here originally, but it was in the backwoods and there were mosquitoes. It was very, very unappealing and no one wanted to go there. Building and designing and fundraising the playground definitely took a good amount of time.
We had to fund it. It was $250,000. We had an estimate given to us. We had to fundraise for that amount of money, and we started out with different ways of doing that.
One of my good friends did PR, one did the graphic design. I ended up being in charge of selling all of the bricks. We had someone doing the playground design, and we were all moms who were mothers of preschoolers who had just left the workforce.
We approached a lot of different big companies, and they said they couldn't fund us. We weren't really reaching the amount that we needed to reach. We decided to go ahead and ask the Darien Foundation for a large donation to kind of kickstart the campaign.
The Darien Foundation wanted us to expand the project a little bit because they felt like the playground was really only for the 2 to 6-year-olds. Once the Darien Foundation agreed to pledge money, the town agreed that we could put swings in.
When other people heard that we had gotten money from the Darien Foundation, they were able to say, well, this is going to happen. This idea is actually going to come to fruition. So a lot of people then came on as funders. Local businesses came, more families decided to buy bricks because they knew that this playground was really going to happen. It wasn't just some pipe dream of 19 moms.
Well, one of the great aspects of the playground as we designed it was that we had it open to the beach because the kids love running back and forth to the water and then back to the playground. One of my favorite parts of the playground is that it's in the shape of the nautical theme with the ship and the lighthouse, given that it's on the beach.
It's because of the playground that the parents come and really take the time and enjoy, have their coffee, and watch their kids grow up and have fun.
Playground by the Sound has been an important part of the community for 10 years. During our 3rd annual Weed Beach Fest this June, we made the playground kind of a center point of the actual event. In honor of the 10th birthday of the Playground by the Sound, the Darien Foundation hosted our Kids Cove, and for the first time we were able to offer it open and free to the public for over 400 kids to enjoy, and we are so thankful for the Darien Foundation.
The Playground by the Sound grant had a big impact on the Darien Foundation in 2 ways. Number one, it was one of our first big capital grants, and we were really excited to partner with the 4 moms that brought the project to us here at Weed Beach. The second thing is, it got people to feel in town that they could come to us and make presentations and bring their good ideas, and we would be receptive and open to hear those ideas. And it's created a great dialogue between the Darien community and the Darien Foundation.
People need to know that they can do something like this on their own, and with partnering with the Darien Foundation to actually do the funding made it happen.
We are live here from the Darien Ice House. Varsity girls ice hockey on the DAF Media Network, about to drop the puck on period 3 between Darien and New Canaan. Darien in the blue sweaters, moving from right to left on your screen. New Canaan in the home whites, moving from left to right here in this 3rd period. 1-0 Rams on a Jade Louse goal in the second period. Damian Andrew alongside Dan Toscano and Bill Kirby. Thanks so much for joining us. Our DAF media production crew, all student volunteers, doing a terrific job. Luke Cini on camera 1, Katie Duggan on camera 2, and Connor Fagan holding down the 4 up top here, directing and running our instant replay.
So, Bill, we appointed you Darien head coach between the second and third periods. What did you tell your team?
Well, more of the same, but again, I'd like to see him bear down a little bit on the puck. I actually did talk to Jamie quickly, and he certainly likes a lot of what he sees, but the puck's kind of staying on the perimeter, and they haven't. They're going to need to get a kind of a greasy goal here if they can't bear down and kind of make some of these 3-on-2s and 2-on-1s work. But I think just they need to work a little harder too. I think. I'd like to see them move their feet a little bit more, pressure the puck a little bit more. New Canaan has done a nice job at that. Again, Darien's had more zone time. They've had more shots on goal by almost a 3-1 margin, a little greater than 3-1 margin through 2 periods here. But they just got nothing to show for it. And at the end of the day, you got to score. So it doesn't have to be pretty.
I guess the one thing I'd add is you have speed, you have skill, you got to communicate.
Yeah, no, I think that's always a problem, Dan, in my opinion. The girls sometimes just don't process the game maybe as well as they could. That certainly used to drive me crazy with my daughter.
Really nice opportunity there for Moody, deflected off the crossbar.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. That was a perfect example of that, too, was that 3-on-1 Darien had here kind of midway through the second and, didn't get a shot on goal. The girls just have to get their head up and, if you're out there, you want the puck, you got to yell for it. And we haven't seen that out of the blue so far.
Just underway here in the third period. Darien will have an offensive zone face-off here.
Well, they won the face-off, but got a kind of a knuckleball shot off that went high above the net. Another icing coming up. When they're lined up here for the face-off, you can see the front of these jerseys, and they really are spectacular. I have to say, the stripes, the way he's got them lined up, and then if you can see on the right shoulder, on the front, the FCAC logo in what looks like orange. And he's got the Darien High School logos on both shoulders.
Yeah, no, they're sharp. These I have to say, I do like their black sweaters that they've been wearing the last few years. But these are the best blue unis that they've had since I've been around the team, and that's been a while now.
And the home whites, which we'll see when these teams meet here again next month, just the inverse. We got a little hold there. I'm not sure what's up with that. The referee's not looking.
Kaylee Harden skating in there, the sophomore. We've got a whistle, 12:04 left in the third period, 1-0 Darien. Or New Canaan, rather. Excuse me.
Yeah, Darien's got to bear down here. They they haven't given up many opportunities through the first 3 minutes here. They've yet to register a shot on goal, and they've really got to get after it here and get a goal in the next 4 or 5 minutes, in my opinion.
There's a good look at the speed of Nell Niffen there, beating
nice
everybody
move
down to get that puck.
Tries to force it in, but Novik covers it up.
Would have liked to see Nell just take a little move to the right there to give herself a little better angle.
Four captains on this Darien team: Colleen Cassidy, Kate Drugan, Caitlin Chan, and Kit Eriks. All seniors. Nice poke check that time. Amanda Benson, the freshman for New Canaan.
Stein kind of whiffed on that, unfortunately. There was some traffic in front.
So, Bill, you're now Rich Buellin in the locker room between second and third period. What do you have to say there?
Well, I like that I'm winning. I don't necessarily like that I'm getting outshot 22-7 through 2. New Canaan's worked hard, but and a little bit like Darien, they don't have much to show for the time that they have spent in Darien's zone. Good look, good shot there. Just
shot by Raymond, the stop.
Quite get full mustard on that. No, Rich has to be pleased with the way his girls are playing. I mean, again, the zone time is probably 2-1 in Darien's favor, but they've played well defensively, and I don't think Darien's had more than 2 or 3 grade A looks. So, next goal is huge. I think Rich would like to see him get one, but they've got to put more pressure on Darien. Despite the fact that they're winning, they are getting outplayed. But I like their work rate. New Canaan has worked very hard away from the puck tonight, and that's allowed them to hang on to this 1-0 lead. So, New Canaan needs more shots on goal, but aside from that, I think they're doing a lot of good stuff.
And Rich Buellin very happy about the icing rule in girls high school hockey, where you're allowed to change, because they've had 5 here in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's something that both the boys, particularly the boys, that's so outdated. It's really just, when you're 9 or 10 or 11 and 12, I get it, but at this rate, it's it's like calling a timeout.
Right.
And you have unlimited number of timeouts during the game, essentially. And my son left Darien High School and played prep school, and it's just the rules are much different. It's just a much better game. Boys' periods are too short at 15 minutes. They should be playing 17s or 18s, and the no icing is really, it's just outdated. Love to see that change for both the boys and the girls. Let's see if Darien can pop on the forecheck here, create some pressure.
Darien trails by a goal here in the third period.
Nice play by Donovan there. Puck just misses the mark on the cross-ice pass to Eriks. Here comes Martin gaining the zone. Loses the handle.
Really haven't seen the Darien defenseman come deep very much in this game.
That's something Darien typically has, 1 or 2 that can get the puck up the ice and get a pretty good shot off, and that's you haven't seen that tonight.
No, and that's
thus
usually Catherine Martin, Sarah Hearns.
Yeah.
Haven't seen too much of that tonight, which really does create some good offensive opportunities and odd man rushes.
Well, you can get that one of those defensemen jumping in the play, becoming F4, as they say these days. It really, really helps to spread the ice out and increase your chances.
Here's Eriks.
Creating some pressure.
Puck along the boards, slides into the neutral zone. And New Canaan dumps it in to the Blue Wave zone. C.C. Stein coming the other way, taken away by the Rams. Harden with the puck.
Nice hustle by Niffen there on the back check. Puck's a little bit like a hot potato right now. Nobody can seem to possess it for more than a second or two.
But I'll tell you, and the way this game has gone, and the way Darien is sort of letting that puck float around in their zone, that puck trickles in the net, and you're down 2-0 with 8 minutes to go. That's a problem.
Yep. No, it's on the one hand, there's a lot of time left, but the way the game's being played, Buellin's got to feel pretty good about where he stands right now with approaching the halfway mark here in the third period.
Yeah, he's kept his bench pretty short tonight, but when you have an all-state goalie in the back of everything, you feel a heck of a lot better about your chances.
Well, they've done a nice job. I mean, what he told them and what kind of adjustments they've made, but certainly, Darien had 12 first period shots, 10 second period shots. Right now they're on track for 4 in the third. if they stick at this rate, and that's not going to get it done. Oh, good look. That's a puck that's got to get deep. You just throw it right to the New Canaan defense. That's a breakout pass for the other team. Nice play by Moody there. Turning it around, creating some time to let her players get back on side.
I think that puck was off the stick, but it was nowhere near the net.
Yeah, no, it did hit a butt end, but it was a good, almost a foot wide, I'd say.
So an opportunity here if they can get somebody in front.
That's a puck that's got to be on net there to create a rebound or almost a shot pass.
Good job keeping that in.
Yep, nice play by Stein. Now they've had a couple of those where they've come down wide, but they've been missing the net to the near side by 3 feet. Stein taken down, doesn't get a shot off, and New Canaan ices it.
And a free timeout.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to our point earlier, I mean, that New Canaan group is gassed right there. You know, Rich might have had to call a timeout there if he couldn't get those kids off the ice, but
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, there's 5 minutes left, but if fatigue plays a role here. He's been rolling 2 lines all night on the forwards and the blue line. Darien's been running 3, both forward and defense. Hasn't really seemed to matter yet.
No, I mean, it's nice to be young.
A really dangerous opportunity there.
Yeah, Darien a little sloppy with the puck yet again.
I guess it's good they're trying to pass the puck. When you pass it to somebody who's got 4 white jerseys around them, it's hard to do much with it.
Oh.
Icing call, 4:57 remaining in the third period. Still 1-0 New Canaan. Not much offense in this one.
No, I mean, in this period, really been a defensive struggle both ways. I've got New Canaan with 3 shots on goal and Darien with just 2. Again, as I said a second ago, that puck floats wide of the Darien net. You know, Darien had 12 in the first, 10 in the second, and just 2 so far with less than 5 minutes to go here in the third period. So, not the recipe for success if you're Coach Tropsa.
New Canaan wins the face-off.
And if you're Jamie Tropsa, this is where you miss not having a Georgia Cassidy out there who can almost score at will.
Turnover in the New Canaan zone, but the Rams get it back.
We haven't seen too many of those from the New Canaan team. All right. Now will be a man up here for Darien. A high stick on Nell Niffen there. I think that's Amanda Benson going to the box. I'll say this, it's really interesting to see how the freshmen who play a lot have assimilated into their teams like they've been there for years. You wouldn't know Amanda Benson's a freshman. You wouldn't know that Moody's a freshman. We got a lot of freshmen out there. Chelsea Donovan playing, and they look like they've been out there for years.
Well, I think it's twofold. It's just hockey on the one hand, and I think B, and probably more importantly, is it speaks to the upperclassmen of Darien. Have done a nice job, and I'm sure the same for New Canaan, trying to make the young girls feel comfortable and part of the team. And both teams are well coached and generally have a very solid disposition and approach to the playing the game the right way, and treating their opponents with respect. And it shows in the way both teams are playing. But nice to see the young kids out there doing such a nice job so early in the season.
Damien, can you remind me who we have on our cameras?
Yep, Luke Cini is on camera 1. Katie Duggan in the penalty box, our ice level camera. Having some technical issues with that camera, but doing the best we can. And our director is one of our fantastic freshmen, Connor Fagan. All student volunteers. There we go.
See what Darien drew up here. That's a puck that's got to get to the net right away.
Well, they tried to. They just got blocked in front.
Yeah, but that's where, she dishes it off a couple times, and it's too long. It got blocked. She's got to take that, catch it, and shoot it right away. And you've got traffic in front. You've got to, now you've got to have a 4-on-3 down low. She's got a man coming out on her. And, kind of just lack of awareness of good situational hockey there. Won the face-off, D to D, and just a little too much time trying to get the puck to the net. It cost him.
Under 4 minutes now remaining in this game between New Canaan, the home team, and Darien, the visiting team for the purposes of this game. Both teams call this barn home.
You got to be looking for open looks, not contested looks, right?
That's not a smart play right there, unfortunately. I mean, now we're under a minute left in the power play, and they don't have a shot on goal. After taking a timeout, that's unfortunate. The girls need to do a better job.
That puck's out of play. Got a face-off here down on the Canaan end.
And it all starts with that first face-off win, Dan. You get it back to the point, you go right to the middle, which is exactly what you want, but that's just, you got to get that puck to the net quickly. It's not always going to be a perfect shot, but you got traffic in front. You've got a man advantage. Got to take advantage of that.
I guess the other consequence of that is the New Canaan team's rested, right? They've had an opportunity here on a couple of icings of the puck to change. They've had a whistle here where they changed as well.
Well, again, there's just no sustained zone time, even on the man up by Darien. They're not possessing the puck with any...
There's Edwards, and it's blocked by Harden, McKenna Harden.
Darien getting outworked on the wall there, and New Canaan ices it.
Yeah, I think settling for those shots when you have a forward rushing on you is they've got to look for a better shot or a pass before they get that deflection down the other end.
Another block shot by New Canaan there. Nice job. Disappointing power play for the Blue Wave there with this late in the game.
Yeah, Jamie had his D out there for the entire 2 minutes of that penalty. Well, there was a good chance by Cassidy and then another rebound. If they're under 2 minutes, they got to start feeling the pressure here. Good no call there.
Yep.
Once again, passing the puck right into traffic.
Darien player's too high in the breakout there. Forward's got to be a little deeper.
Bellissimo trying to get off a shot, couldn't.
Another errant pass.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them. Darien's been a little sloppy, particularly in the third period here when we really need to kind of bear down and
So under a minute left in this one. And New Canaan clinging to a 1-0 lead. And Bill, this is a young New Canaan team, but a win like this early in the season could certainly help them. Darien comes in undefeated, granted just 3 games, but this would be a big win for the Rams.
Well, you look on paper and, the score doesn't always reflect the play, but, Darien takes down Greenwich 2-0 and New Canaan loses 4-1.
Yep.
So, maybe the girls are paying too much attention to that score for the visitors. But, it's early, and this would be look, anytime you beat New Canaan or Darien, in that game, the winner's going to feel really good about it. And, again, Darien's had the better of the play for the most part, but, when they really need to turn their offense on the third period here to try and get the tying marker, they have not been able to generate, any offense to speak of. So I'm sure, sometimes a loss in the season, though, is a good thing. And, I'm sure Gray and Jamie will use this as a teaching moment. Not that the game's over, but
still 50.6 seconds left in this one.
Darien's certainly in a hole here. The net is empty. Darien's got 6 skaters out to New Canaan's 5 here. Face off just outside the New Canaan defensive zone.
Tropsa pulls his goalie, Claire Haupt.
I think the thing to watch here in these last 40 seconds is the level of intensity on Darien. I mean, they're down 1-0 in an important game, and what are they going to do to change the outcome? And you can see there, New Canaan's taking it to them. The refs obviously swallowed their whistles.
Yep.
And that's got to be, they got to respond to that.
Well, you had 3 New Canaan kids below the goal line there, which is, if you're Darien, exactly what you want. But Darien lost their structure there, had nobody at the point.
And that will just about do it, as New Canaan is going to improve to 5-2. Darien falls to 3-1, and they relinquish their first goal of the season, does Darien. And the Wave, their first loss of the year.
I'll say this, I don't think either team brought their A game. I thought they were both a little, they were loose with the puck. There was a lot of mistakes in the neutral zone. These are very, very good teams. And I think when they meet again, I think we're going to find a much better game from both teams.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy. A lot of bouncing pucks, errant passes. That's got to sting if you're Darien. You put almost 30 shots on them, only give up 10, but you couldn't get one over the goal line.
Dan, Bill, want to thank you so much for hopping on. We'll hear a lot more from both of you as the season progresses here on the DAF Media Network. I want to give a shout out to our production crew, all student volunteers, our director Connor Fagan, also did our instant replay tonight, our camera one operator, the great Luke Cini, and in the penalty box was Katie Duggan, longtime members now. They're seniors. They joined DAF Media their sophomore years. I want to thank all of them for their hard work, bringing you this live stream broadcast of Varsity Girls Hockey. So for our entire crew, I am Damian Andrew. This has been a presentation of the DAF Media Network. New Canaan holds on to beat Darien 1-0 is the final from the Darien Ice House. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Take care.